Decision Maker 3000 controller. This controller, you cannot hurt anything by pressing buttons with the exception of leaving it in off or hitting an emergency stop. Always, before you go to auto, make sure you're off. If you do a manual run, go ahead and go to off first, then run. Once you're done running manually, go back to off, wait for it to shut down, and then go to auto. To look at any of the menus, all you have to do is spin this little dial and you'll see your main menus. You have just overview, engine metering, generator metering, so on and so forth, generator information. Once you find the menu you want, you just push the button. Once you're in that, then you can rotate it and you can see, like here, we're in general information. The generator shows it's in a standby state waiting to be called to start. Voltage, hertz, of course the generator's not running, so everything's zero there. Your engine temperature, oil pressure, fuel level. This is natural gas, so there is no fuel level. Battery voltage, and total run hours on. If there's a fault, you're going to see a red light there and the horn's going to be on. It will also indicate what the fault was. So then they can come out. In order to clear it, you have to go off, and that will clear the warning, and then you can go back to automatic. If there was a fault or you want to see a history, you just run the dial all the way till you get to event log, and then you can see what the faults were. W means, it'll tell you this is number 1, number 2, all the way to 900 or 99 events as it stores, and then it will start going over itself. W means that it's a warning. S means it's a shutdown from the emergency stop. And then there's also information ones. You'll see engine stopped. That was from us starting it earlier, from crank, starting it and starting. So you have warnings, you have information, and you have shutdowns. But it'll tell you what it is. You just hit the button, it will bring you back to the menu, and then go back. Eventually, it will start cycling through the overview menu, showing you your hours, your temperature, and all that stuff. And it'll cycle through until you press the button again. It's a typical, if you want to just pan over here, it's a 5.7 liter GM engine, almost like you'd see in a car, except it runs off of natural gas. You check your oil just like you would a car. You have a coolant just like a car, 50/50. Recommend 15 W40 oil, and the oil will be changed once a year. Other than that, the unit's completely self-contained. Unless there's an actual alarm, you shouldn't have to do anything but inspect it periodically to make sure that there are no issues.